Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Rekha Venkateshwarlu, Assistant Professor of Physics, Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. In the present class, now I am going to discuss the topic Stokes theorem. This is basic physics first year, mechanics and oscillations, semester 1, unit 1 syllabus. The plan of my talk is the first we will discuss the statement of the Stokes theorem. Then after we will see the proof of Stokes theorem. Then after we will solve the problems based on the Stokes theorem. Lastly, we will see the conclusions. Okay. Yes, sir. First, let us see the statement of Stokes theorem. Statement of the Stokes theorem. The line integral of a vector field. Try to understand the statement. The line integral of a vector field A bar, capital A bar, around any closed curve, around any closed curve is equal to the normal surface integral of the curl of the vector that is curl A bar taken over the surface capital S surrounded by the closed curve. Surrounded, don't bother about this. I will explain very clearly. Surrounded by the closed curve. Okay, this is the statement of Stokes theorem. So simply the line integral of the vector field A bar around any closed curve is equal to the normal surface integral of the curl A bar taken over the surface surrounded by the closed curve. So mathematically we write it as, it is mathematically expressed as, or vectorially expressed as, closed integral, the line integral of the vector field, how we write A bar dot dr bar. This is the line integration. A bar is a vector. We consider a closed surface S. Now the line integral along the boundary of that closed surface, we write as closed integral over C A bar dot dr bar. That is equals to surface integral of the curl of that vector, curl A bar dot ds bar, that equals to surface integral curl A bar is what? Del bar cross A bar dot ds bar. This is the mathematical expression for the Stokes theorem, sir. Okay. The mathematical expression for the Stokes theorem is closed integral over C A bar dot dr bar equal to surface integral curl A bar dot ds bar or surface integral del bar cos A bar dot ds bar. Okay. Here C is the curve, S is the closed surface. We are taking the line integral along the boundary of the closed curve, that is closed integral A bar dot dr bar, that equal to the surface integral of curl A bar dot ds bar. Okay, so now let us see the proof for this Stokes theorem, sir. So for that, I'm going to draw the figure. You also try to draw the figure with me. This is a closed curve of the closed surface capital S taken in the vector field A bar. This closed surface is divided into number of infinitesimal area elements, ds1, ds2, ds3, ds4, and so on. Okay. Okay. I considered a closed surface S in the vector field capital A bar. The boundary of this closed curve, the closed curve is capital C. This total closed surface is divided into very small infinitesimal area elements, ds1, ds2, ds3, and so on, ds. So here you can observe that square area elements, square loops. The total surface is divided into number of square loops, small number of square loops. Okay. So I consider 4 square loops. So this is C1. Okay. C1. I'm writing here C1. It is C2. This is C3. Okay. And it is C4. Sir. Right? C4. Okay. Now, according to the definition of the curl of a vector, what we have, according to the definition of curl of a vector, that is, I am writing here, according to the definition of vector, definition of curl of a vector, remember that already we discussed that one. Del bar cross A bar is equals to limit delta S tends to 0, closed integral over C A bar dot DL bar by delta S into n cap. Okay. So this is the expression for the curl A bar. That is the maximum line integral per unit area. Maximum line integral of the vector per unit area is nothing but curl A bar. So when you consider very small area element delta S, that is delta S tending to 0, the line integral along the boundary of that small area, closed integral C A bar dot DL bar divided by its area. Then that gives the line integral per unit area, where n cap denotes the direction of curl A bar. That is along the direction of outward normal unit vector. Del bar cross A bar is a vector. Its direction is perpendicular to that area element in n cap direction, outward unit vector direction. Okay, sir. So this is, we know del bar cross A bar equal to this one. So in our figure, we consider the four closed curves C1, C2, C3, C4. So for the first curve, for a closed curve C1, let us write del bar cross A bar. Del bar cross A bar over the curve C1 is equals to integral, closed integral C1 A bar dot DL bar by DS1. Okay. Similarly, పై దాని ప్రకారం నేను రాస్తున్నాను. ఏం చెప్తున్నాను ఇక్కడ? Del bar cross A bar definition ఏంటి? So this is the line integral per unit area. The line integral along the boundary of a closed curve per unit area. So for the curve C1 curve తీసుకుంటే ఈ closed square loop తీసుకుంటే along this closed square loop we are taking the line integral, that is nothing but del bar cross a bar over the curve C1 equal to based on the above expression we are writing the closed integral over C1 a bar dot dl bar by its area ds1. It is equation 1. Similarly, you can write for the closed curve C2, right? So for closed curve C2, del bar cross a bar over the curve C2 is equals to closed integral C2 a bar dot dl bar by its area ds2, the area of that closed square loop ds2, equation 2, right sir? So similarly for the closed curve C3, for curve C3 del bar cross a bar over the closed curve C3, that is very small square loop C3, closed integral C3 a bar dot dl bar by its area ds3, equation 3. So like that you can write for all square loops in this closed surface. So what we did here, the total closed surface is divided into number of infinitesimal square loops area elements. So they are C1, C2, C3 and so on, Cn. So for the first curve we have written del bar cross a bar C1, for the second curve, third curve and so on. Similarly for ith curve you will get del bar cross a bar over, I am writing similarly for ith surface, for ith closed curve, ith closed surface, small surface. So what we get, del bar cross a bar, del bar cross a bar I, okay, is equals to closed integral I ci a bar dot dl bar by dsi. Okay. So from equation 1 to 3, by taking the cross multiplication, you will get, from equation 1, you will get del bar cross a bar over the curve 1 dot ds1 bar is equals to closed integral over c a bar dot dl bar. Okay. From the equation 2, you will get, by taking the cross multiplication, del bar cross a bar for the closed curve 2 dot ds2 bar equal to closed integral over curve C2 a bar dot dl bar, a bar dot dl bar. Similarly for the third equation, del bar cross a bar 3 dot ds3 bar is equal closed integral over C3 a bar dot dl bar. Okay. Like that for ith closed surface, ith small area element, del bar cross I dot dsi bar equals to closed integral ci a bar dot dl bars. From all these expressions, by adding the left hand side terms, by adding the LHS of all these expressions, you can write del bar cross a bar over the curve 1 ds1 bar plus del bar cross a bar over the curve 2 ds2 bar plus dash dash is equals to. So right side RHS. So what we get? Closed integral C1 a bar dot dl bar plus closed integral over C2 a bar dot dl bar plus and so on. Closed integral ith square loop Ci a bar dot dl bar. Okay. So left side terms we can write it as summation sigma I is equal to 1 to n for taking n square loops ds1, ds2, ds3 and so on dsn. So all these terms simply we can write as summation sigma equal to 1 to n del bar cross a bar I dot dsi bar is equals to. So by adding all these terms, closed integral over C1 a bar dot dl bar over C2 a bar dot dl bar, all these terms, the resultant or the sum of all these terms gives the closed integral over C a bar dot dl bar. So this is, I will explain. So here what is happening is, suppose in the case of C1, C2, C3, C4, four closed curves. So for this C2 curve, I am taking the line integral in this direction, in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. For the curve C4 also, I am taking the line integral in anti-clockwise direction. So then like this. So here the common side is there. This is the common side. For the curve C1, line integral is in downward direction. For the curve C4 is line integral in opposite direction. So that gets cancelled. Similarly, for the curve C3 and C2 and C3, this is the common side. These integrals gets cancelled. Similarly, for C1, C2, this is the common side. Here, line integral due to the line integrals of C1 and C2 along this side gets cancelled. Similarly, for C1 and C4, this is the common side. Here also, the line integral since in opposite direction gets cancelled. So only for these four C1, C2, C3, C4, the line integrals along this outside boundary contribute to the line integration. So according to that concept, ఈ లోపల ఉన్నటువంటి ఆల్ స్క్వేర్ లూప్స్ అన్నిటికీ మనము ఈచ్ స్క్వేర్ లూప్ కి లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ తీసుకుంటే కామన్ సైడ్స్ ఉన్న లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రల్స్ అన్ని క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయి జస్ట్ ఓన్లీ ఈ బౌండరీ మీద ఉన్నటువంటి లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రల్స్, బౌండరీ మీద ఉన్న సైడ్స్ కు సంబంధించిన లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ మాత్రమే మనకు టోటల్ లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ అవుతుంది. సో లోపల ఉన్నటువంటి ఈచ్ సైడ్ ఏదో ఒక స్క్వేర్ కి కామన్ సైడ్ గా ఉంటుంది. ప్రతి సైడ్ ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఉందనుకోండి, ఈ స్క్వేర్ కామన్ సైడ్ గా ఉంటుంది. దిస్ ఈస్ పైన ఉన్న స్క్వేర్ కిందకి కామన్ గా ఉంటుంది. ఇవన్నీ క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతాయి. జస్ట్ బౌండరీ మీద ఉన్నటువంటి క్లోజ్డ్ కర్వ్ సి ఉంది కదా, సి క్లోజ్డ్ కర్వ్ యొక్క బౌండరీ మీద ఉన్నటువంటి సైడ్స్ మాత్రమే మనకు రిజల్టెంట్ లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ కి కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తాయి. కాబట్టి ఇవన్నీ క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయినప్పుడు నేను ఇక్కడ అదే రాశాను, క్లోజ్డ్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఓవర్ సి ఏ బార్ డాట్ డిఎల్ బార్. అంటే క్లోజ్డ్ కర్వ్ మీద ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ బౌండరీ మీద ఉన్నటువంటి మనము లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ తీసుకుంటున్నాం కాబట్టి దట్ ఈస్ ద లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ అలాంగ్ ద బౌండరీ ఆఫ్ దట్ line integral along the boundary line of that closed curve, that is nothing but closed integral over C a bar dot dl bar. So this is equation 4. Now sigma I equal to 1 to n del bar cross a dot ds by bar ని మన ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ గా రాయొచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు all these terms ని మన ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ గా రాస్తే, so replacing the summation by integration and after extending the integration to the total surface. Okay, so the next step I'm writing here. So now we are replacing the summation by integration, replacing the summation by integration and extending the integration to the closed surface, integration to the total surface, to total closed surface S, total closed surface S, then we can write the above expression. We can write closed integral over C a bar dot dl bar. This is the right hand side of the above expression, equal to by doing this process, by replacing the summation of by integration and extending the total closed surface, we can write it as surface integral del bar cross a bar dot ds bar. Hence, the Stokes theorem is proved. So this is the statement, mathematical expression for the Stokes theorem we have written earlier. So what is that? The line integral of the vector field along the closed curve, of a closed surface taken in the vector field, that equal to surface integral of the curl of that vector field, Hence, Stokes theorem is proved. Okay. సో కొంచెం ఇక్కడ ఈ డెరివేషన్ లో మనము ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ పార్ట్ ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్ సార్. ఏం లేదు, ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ డయాగ్రామ్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. ఒక వెక్టర్ ఫీల్డ్ లో ఎస్ అనేటువంటి క్లోజ్ సర్ఫేస్ ని మనం తీసుకున్నాం. ఈ క్లోజ్ సర్ఫేస్ యొక్క క్లోజ్ కర్వ్ వచ్చేసి క్యాపిటల్ సి. ఈ టోటల్ సర్ఫేస్ ని ఇన్ఫినైట్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ స్మాల్ స్క్వేర్ లూప్స్ గా డివైడ్ చేశాం. సో C1, C2, C3 అండ్ సో ఆన్ C అని అనుకున్నాం. వాటి ఏరియాస్ వచ్చేసి DS1, DS2, DS3 అండ్ సో ఆన్ DSN రెస్పెక్టివ్. రైట్ సార్. సో ఫర్ అవర్ కన్వీనియన్స్, I have shown the 4 closed curves C1, C2, C3, C4, 4 square loops have taken are shown in the figure. Right, sir. Now for the curve C1, you take the del bar cross A bar. Del bar cross A bar over C1 equal closed integral over C1 A bar dot dl bar. అట్లాగే C2 closed curve వెంబడి line integration. The closed integral A bar dot dl bar over C2 equal del bar cross A bar over C2 dot ds2 bar. So by adding all these terms, we have written the summation sigma I is equal to 1 to n del bar cross A bar dot dsi bar equal right side closed integral over C1 A bar dot dl bar, closed integral over C2 A bar dot dl bar, closed integral over C3 A bar dot dl bar, and so on for all square loops we are writing that. ఇవన్నీ యాడ్ చేస్తే along the common sides line integrations అన్ని cancel అయిపోయి only the line integration along the sides and the boundary మాత్రమే మిగులుతాయి. So that value represents closed integral over C A bar dot dl bar. So therefore left side summation ని integration గా కన్వర్ట్ చేసి ఆ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ టోటల్ క్లోజ్ సర్ఫేస్ కి మనం అప్లై చేస్తే కామన్ సైడ్స్ ఉన్నటువంటి లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్స్ అన్ని కూడా క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయి ఓన్లీ లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఆన్ ద సైడ్స్ ఆఫ్ ద స్క్వేర్ లూప్స్ ఆన్ ద బౌండరీ మాత్రమే మనకు మిగులుతాయి. కాబట్టి సో ఫైనల్ కన్క్లూషన్ we get closed integral over C A bar dot dl bar equal surface integral del bar cross A bar dot ds bar. Therefore we can say that the Stokes theorem is proved. So based on this concept, so keeping these concepts in our mind, we will solve the problems on Stokes theorem. Simply small problems first let us do. If R bar is the position vector, position vector. Prove that curl r bar equals to 0. Important problems. So on position vector, we did for gradient and divergence. So now we are doing the curls. The gradient of the grad r is equal to, we have done. Divergence of r bar equal to 3. Curl r bar equal to 0. That is we have to prove here. So first you write r bar position vector, that is xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Okay. Now you take curl r bar. Curl r bar, we can write it as del bar cross r bar. Okay. Del bar cross r bar. That is called how to calculate the curl determinant method. I, j, k, you write unit vectors. Next, components of the del operator, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, r bar, components x, y, z equal to first I cap into I unna column row తీసేయండి dou by dou y of z. So dou by dou y of z and a partial differentiation. So then z constant కాబట్టి will get 0 minus dou by dou z of y 0. Next minus j into jth column and row neglect. Dou by dou x of z since partial differentiation 0. Dou by dou z of x that is also 0. Okay. Plus k cap into kth column and row neglect. Dou by dou x of y 0 minus dou by dou y of x 0 equals to 0. Therefore, curl r bar is equals to 0. If r bar is the position vector, then its curl value is equal to 0. Okay. Curl of r bar equals to 0. Let us solve one more problem. So the next problem. Prove that it is also important problem. Curl grad phi equals to 0. Curl of grad phi equals to 0. Curl grad phi equal to 0. So first, curl grad phi equals to del bar cross grad phi is del phi. So del bar, it is a vector. Del bar phi is also a vector. Okay. So first you write del phi. I cap dou phi by dou x plus j cap dou phi by dou y plus k cap dou phi by dou z. What is del bar vector or operator? I cap dou by dou x plus j cap dou by dou y plus k cap dou by dou z. Now you consider del bar cross del phi, that is curl grad phi. Again, determinant method. I cap, j cap, k cap, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, del phi components, dou phi by dou x, dou phi by dou y, dou phi by dou z. Okay. Now expansion of this I cap into, okay, dou by dou y of this, dou square phi by dou y dou z minus dou by dou z of this, dou square phi by dou z dou y minus j cap into dou by dou x of this, dou square phi by dou x dou z minus dou square phi by dou z dou x plus k cap into kth column and row neglect dou by dou x of this, dou square phi by dou x dou y minus dou square phi by dou y dou x. So all these terms gets cancelled. That gives 0. So curl of grad phi, if phi is the scalar potential function, curl grad phi is always equals to 0. Curl grad phi equals to 0. Okay. Now, so one more important problem. If r bar is a position vector based on Stokes theorem, if r bar is a position vector, r bar is a position vector, r bar is a position vector, then prove that closed integral over C r bar dot dr bar equal to 0. Very good problem. Okay. According to Stokes theorem, first you write the Stokes theorem statement, mathematical expression. According to Stokes theorem, for the vector r bar, you can write closed integral r bar dot dr bar is equals to surface integral curl a bar. Closed integral a bar dot dr bar equal surface integral curl a bar dot ds bar. Here the vector is r bar. Then you will get here curl r bar dot ds bars. So just we prove that curl r bar equals to 0. Since curl of r bar equal to 0, then closed integral r bar dot dr bar equals to 0. In the above expression, the curl r bar equals to 0. Therefore, substituting that, we will get closed integral over C r bar dot dr bar equals to 0. Okay, sir. So like this, we can apply the Stokes theorem in calculating the problems, right? And one more problem we will do. The next problem is simple problem. Next problem. Prove that surface integral curl f bar dot ds bar equal to 0 for any closed surface. For any closed surface. Any closed surface. Okay. So let us apply the Stokes theorem. According to the Stokes theorem, what is that? Surface integral curl f bar, applying the Gauss divergence theorem. Applying the Gauss divergence theorem, surface integral curl f bar dot ds bar is equal to the volume integral of divergence of curl f bar dv. If it is a vector a bar అనుకున్నాం అనుకోండి సార్, surface integral a bar dot ds bar equal to divergence of div a bar dv. So this is the Gauss divergence theorem expression. We know here a bar equal to curl f bar. So according to that, we get here the volume integral of divergence of curl f bar. But divergence of curl f bar is always equal to 0. Div curl f bar equal to 0. Therefore, surface integral curl f bar dot ds bar equal to 0. So this is we proved in the case of divergence. You can do this. Divergence of curl f bar, del bar dot del bar cross f. Del bar cross f bar first you write, then you take the del dot del bar cross f. You will get 0. Div curl f bar equal to 0. curl grad phi equal to 0, curl r bar equal to 0. All these are entrance bets. If r bar is the position vector, curl r bar equal to 0. If r bar is the position vector, divergence of r bar equal to 3. For any vector field a bar, curl divergence of curl a bar equal to 0. For any vector field f bar, divergence of curl f bar equal to 0. Okay. So in this present class, what we discussed is the statement of the Stokes theorem. That is nothing but the line integral of a vector field a bar around any closed curve is equal to the normal surface integral of the curl of a bar taken over the surface surrounded by the closed curve. Mathematical expression is closed integral over C a bar dot dr bar equals surface integral curl a bar dot ds bar, and we proved the Stokes theorem, okay, and also solve the problems.